Greetings friends, I am here again with a brand new tiny house video. Where are we? We are in Bursa. We are in Cumbul Tiny House factory. 24 plus 12 square meters has a total usage area of 36 square meters. 24 square meters, I'm talking about 24 square meters of floor space. 12 square meters of floor space is the loft floor, a house with a loft floor. We talked about the square meters of the house. We said 36 square meters in total. Let me also talk about the height. The highest part from the outside is 360. The lowest part is also 330 from the outside. They used a sloping roof, a single sloping roof, as you can see. It doesn't have a gable roof. It is a house created in a personalized design. In Cumbul Tiny House, all houses are created in personalized design. Let's continue talking about the exterior design of the house. As you can see, wood material is used. It is a completely wooden house anyway. The material you see is called wooden mansion printing. It is designed to fit together completely. Wooden insulation printing is an exterior facade material. Wooden insulation printing material is used to protect the house against cold, water, external impacts, pests such as insects. Varnish is actually applied on the outside of this material. Sometimes colored varnish and sometimes colorless varnish is used. In this house, completely colorless varnish was used. Again, according to the customer's request. Doesn't it look very cute? I love it. It's so tiny, like a tiny little thing. It's made of wood. I think it will look very nice where it is. By the way, this tiny house has been sold. It's going back in a few days. Let me send my love to the family who bought the HS house. Let's continue with the exterior design. We see that a lot of windows are used. I love the use of many windows because it makes the inside of the house more airy. Do these windows really make the inside of the house look airy? Does the house get enough daylight from the outside? We will talk about all of them inside. You are very curious about electricity and water solutions in tiny houses. I am saying this based on the comments from my previous videos, friends. As you can see, there is a fuse panel in this part of the house. So this means that when you buy this house, you buy it with all the electricity and plumbing installed. There is also another plus of this house, you see. The solar panel system will be delivered to the customer in a way designed completely inside the house. But they make this feature completely according to your request. For your information, I also wanted to show you the back of the house because a lot of windows are used at the back. Obviously, a family who loves light is buying this house. In addition to the window at the back, I want to show you the water detail here, friends. There is also such a water outlet line in the front of the house. And at the bottom, you can see the sewage drain. This is the bathroom and toilet part. I want to show you all four sides of the house and show you around, friends. Now we are on the other side of the house. We are on the side facade. We see that aptics are used on all four sides. This gives a wooden house, a small house, a very elegant air. Since we have touched on the technical details, I guess you are surely curious about the inside of the house. Let's explore the inside of the house. We are inside our 36 square meter house. Actually, the area we are in is 24 square meters. Although it is 24 square meters, it is quite spacious, isn't it? This house seemed really spacious to me. They kept the height very well. At the same time, as I mentioned outside, they used a lot of windows and they used them in the right places. Therefore, the house is benefiting from daylight very well right now, friends. If you talk about the interior material on the walls, quality materials were used. The entrance to the house is made from this point, friends. In fact, more than one entrance and exit can be made in these small tiny houses. In other words, there may be families who want to put an entrance on the back facade. But only one entrance was used in this house. The house has a glass entrance throughout. I can say that every empty space is utilized with windows. Windows have a handicap like this. The house has windows on three sides. So how will the television and armchair be positioned here? A TV or armchair in front of the window may not look good in the house. I think it will be very useful since the customer will not use armchairs with high backs. He decided which type of furniture he would use from the beginning and had the house designed accordingly. The windows at the bottom can be opened very easily, but the windows at the top cannot. You have to clean them both from the outside and from the inside. You can see a stove hole at the top left point. The customer was going to place a stove here. Actually, since the stove will be placed here, heat insulation material should be applied, but I think the customer was going to develop a system made of aluminum foil. Therefore, the manufacturer did not apply any treatment here. The house is equipped with subliquid electrical and water installations, and special coating was used on the electrical cables. In this way, a solution was taken against possible electrical fires. We're in the kitchen of our 36 square meter house. The house has a bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, everything. The kitchen is quite big. The countertop is especially big. Part of this countertop will probably have a stove. Another part is designed to work in the kitchen. I even think a stove can come to this point. A 3-centimeter solid wood countertop was used. They applied a retractable table here. There is a cupboard under the table, but it doesn't open from underneath. They used this area on the side so that this cabinet can be opened and closed. They preferred to use the storage areas mostly at the bottom. They did not suffocate the upper side. They also used white for a single cabinet at the top so that it doesn't look suffocating. I love the windows in the kitchen. If it overlooks the sea, the forest, or the sunset, it will be very pleasant. I think they will probably apply a veranda to the front of the house. They used a retractable sliding window here. Storage spaces under the stairs. There are very good solutions in these houses. In fact, in many small houses, they actually apply this solution. But they usually apply them in two types. One type, as you can see, is applied in the form of a complete cabinet door that can only be opened and closed. The other is applied in the form of drawers. What's the difference between them? These have a plus. If you are not going to use a wardrobe in these houses, you can design and place hangers in the cabinets that open from end to end and hang your clothes. But if it was a drawer, you wouldn't be able to hang your clothes. You could only use it as a drawer. Right at the end of the understair storage cabinets, you see an empty space. As you can guess, this is the refrigerator area. The bathroom is separated from the rest of the house, from the room, from the kitchen, by a sliding door. This door is called a barn door, friends. It is a very light door that can be opened easily. I think it would be more useful if a slightly smaller bathroom is applied in small houses, but it is still a bathroom created completely according to the customer's wishes. Let me show you the shower in the bathroom. The opening and closing window detail is very useful for the steam in the bathroom to go outside. It's a very spacious cabin. A sliding door was used. At this point, there is a hand wash sink and toilet bowl. They used the hand washing sink quite low. Again, it was probably completely at the customer's request. Before you ask about the mirror above the sink, they haven't placed this mirror here yet. Since this house will be delivered, they haven't placed it for now because of the possibility of it falling and breaking. I think a small window could have been applied at this point. Because the other window was left inside the cabin, I think this point also needs to be ventilated. This is completely my opinion. I'm on the staircase leading to the loft floor right now, friends. The staircase is quite useful. As you can see, this ledge of the loft floor comes exactly to the side of the staircase. And when going up the stairs, people inevitably feel the need to hold on to something. Even I feel it, honestly. If you are a little older or have children, you may feel the need to hold on more than I do. That's why this place is useful. When you go up to the loft floor, you also go up very comfortably. As you can see, I don't bump my head up to this point in any way. But after this point, I necessarily rise. When I sit down, I still don't bump my head. In fact, this is actually the lowest part of the loft floor. The height from the ground is 3/10 here. It gets higher and higher towards the other point. It goes up to 330, and that was actually the front facade of the house. The customer wanted it to be higher, and they made it that way. Finally, there are two sliding windows positioned opposite each other on the loft floor. These mutual windows were useful for the air circulation of the loft floor. These were the solutions in the Izmir model of Cumbul Tiny House, as I call it, friends. I hope you liked my video, dear friends. Take care of yourself very well. Goodbye.